Hi everybody, Dogearing topic today. We've got three squeegees here. We've got the Younger S Plus, which has got a square end. We've got a channel from Wagtail, but that's been modified. It doesn't matter what channel we're talking about really. And we've got a one from Moorman. This is the Liquidator. Now you might have wondered what the hell are the splits for and what's the angle for. Well, I can tell you now. This is like a dog-eared channel, dog-eared the original way, but because it's got square edges, what you're going to find is when you come down the window, you see how big the gap is just there. You see, you're always trying to keep the squeegee level or point downwards. Okay. Whereas the other ones, it's angled so that it fits the window frame, and that bit, you see the rubber blade that fits snugly in there. You can actually angle the squeegee blade the opposite way and it'll still give a good effect rather than having to try and cut in all the time. Now the splits, what they were for, I developed that years and years ago because on a pole it's not very good when you're trying to detail, so because you've got to take the squeegee off the pole, wrap a cloth around it, put it up again and try and wipe the edges. With this method I found it was far superior to the old square edges like this, especially with a pole, because you try and cut in, you couldn't cut in like this. You find it really hard, you see, with these square edges like this. Not only that, this sort of dog earring like this, it works to an extent but not completely, because what you're going to find is the tip of the squeegee here doesn't support the rubber enough, and it will still bend round like this under pressure and it will climb over the rubber seals. Whereas these, you see the extension of the product here, the Moorman Liquidator. It's been a very successful squeegee. They developed that so that you see how close the rubber is to the tip, and that supports it a lot more, so that even with frames with rubber on, okay, like these, it won't ride over anymore. Plus you can come down the frame much easier. It's not going to push it away because it fits that angle, and it's much quicker, saves time. So if you don't want to saw your squeegees and put these splits in, the way to go is the Moorman Liquidator like this, because it's already done for you. Even the rubber's cut for you, even though you might want to experiment. So that's the reason for all these cuts and things. It really does make a big difference to your squeegee work, I can tell you now. I've been doing it for years. So if you want, get one of the Moorman Liquidators and give it a go anyway. So I've left the pads off these, by the way. This is what they normally look like. I've got a pad on here and it flips backwards and forwards. Okay, off those two. I don't use that anymore though. This Unger. So there you go. That's Dogearing for Dummies. Job done.